We examine all our applications, first of all, to make sure that the candidate is predicted to meet our entrance requirements, and if they are, we then review their personal statement, the reference, the employment history, and we make a decision against a set list of criteria. If the candidate meets those criteria, then they'd be invited for an interview. Your educational performance is really important for an application for midwifery. We do require specific GCSEs, so it's important to check what those are. So for midwifery, we require at least 5 subjects at grade B, and we also are looking for English, Maths and Science at least at grade C. Your predicted grades for level 3 studies are also really important. That will be the first thing that we'd consider when we're looking at all our applications. So you must be predicted to meet the minimum entrance requirements. Your personal statement is really important for any application to a vocational programme, and especially that's true for an application to midwifery. We place a lot of emphasis on what you've written about yourself in the personal statement. Within your personal statement, we're looking for evidence about your motivation, why it is that you want to become a midwife, why you're applying for this programme. We're wanting to know how you've explored that as a career. How do you know that this is something that you really want to do? And finally, we'd like you to tell us more about yourself and some of the ways that you've developed yourself and some of the skills and attributes that you have. So think about what you've done in terms of supporting others. Maybe it's through music, through sport, through drama, through volunteering activities, any leadership that you've experienced. And really just tell us about how you feel that you've developed through those different things that you've done. There aren't many things not to include, but perhaps one common pitfall is sometimes people write quite a lot about their own personal experiences of using the maternity services. And whilst that can be really valuable to mention and refer to, it's best not to dwell primarily on that experience. We want to know about your studies, and we want to know about any work experience that you have and the skills that you've developed as a result of that work experience. We want to see that you've got an understanding of women's needs and then an understanding about how the midwife works to be able to meet those needs. A lot of people ask us whether they need experience in a maternity unit to be able to apply for our programme, and that certainly isn't the case. We do want you to have had conversations with midwives, but we don't require everybody to have done a placement in a maternity unit. When you come for interview, we'll invite you to come for most of the day. We do a range of activities, and those include a written activity, a short maths test, a group interview activity, and then a short individual interview. So we'd really encourage you to have read our website carefully. We'd encourage you to be reading books and journals about midwifery, and to be able to then be informed and demonstrate the things that you've learnt about this profession. We're really proud of our midwifery programme here at Manchester. One of the things that's perhaps unusual about our programme compared with many is that we like to run theory time and practice learning alongside each other. Whereas for our students, the most common week is 2 days a week in university and 3 days a week or equivalent in placement. It really helps students to apply theory to practice. It also helps students to access the library, to access the support of their tutors, and really importantly, it helps students to see each other every week of the programme during the first year.